Hey guys, Nadeem, sort of reviews video here, and this is another second-hand Scalextric set review. And this one's called GT Races, and I believe it was a 2003 set. I could be wrong. It's just that when we looked, we couldn't find a date on it, and from the catalogues, it wasn't in the 2004 one. So we think it's going to be a 2003, maybe even a 2002 set. So the likelihood of finding this anywhere would be quite slim. Maybe a car boot sale or something like that. But we found this on Gumtree, or my dad found it on Gumtree and got it for 20 quid along with that extension pack that you may have seen. And the reason it's not standing up is because the box is absolutely tattered and wrecked. So I can hold up that for you. So it's pretty well used, I would say the set is. But yeah, it's all there, which was good, and some of it was in pretty good condition too, which was what we thought was quite interesting. So we had a bit of a look through it anyway before I did the video, because we've had it for a couple of days now, and I did say in one of the previous videos that it'd be Thursday I'd get to do it because of work and everything. But yeah, we got the two controllers, which is pretty standard as well, and we got the two cars with it, even though they were completely wrecked, to be honest. They still sort of moved, but you know, the bodywork was absolutely wrecked. I mean, the Dodge Viper, luckily we had a spare wing for it, but fortunately on a Dodge Viper, the grill bit there is a piece that always comes off, and they basically did the standard damage you'd expect from a used set. No rear wing, bit of damage on the back there, no wind mirrors either, and the front end's completely torn off. And same with the Aston Martin really. If it's missing one light, but if it had a rear spoiler as well, it would look a lot better if it had the rear spoiler. But it's in pretty good condition apart from that. Literally all you need is find a light somewhere and some wind mirrors, and that's you've got yourself a car that's relatively in good condition. And so the Aston Martin is in better condition than the Dodge, but again, pre-owned cars, what do you expect? Can't, unless you're buying them from someone who's a collector or someone like me, you're not really going to get sort of, if it's bought as a present or whatever, and you're buying it second hand, it's probably going to be in a bit of bad shape. I don't think it's been used in a while either, so that's probably the reason why it's a bit still in good condition in some ways. I think also bit of the crossover was a bit damaged. That's why it's probably not been used either there, because it would clip the cars and probably take them out. So I'm going to set this up quickly, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's set up, and I'll be able to go through it in more depth there. So we've got the basic shape, and some of you may recognise the shape of the circuit, but it's the same one as you get in the Lotus Evora set that I did a review of as well. And if anything, I think it's slightly longer. It looks a bit longer, but I don't think it is. It just seems the way because of the room layout. But it's quite a nice, long, decent track layout, I think. You've got a pretty decent amount of straights in there, and you've got two crossovers, which is very good. And you've got the side swipe just out of view in this bottom corner here. So it is a pretty decent set, and I like this track layout. The only thing I don't really like is the bridge. I think bridges aren't the best idea, due to the fact that they bend the track a bit, and sometimes most track gets ruined that way because of bridges and stuff. So I think if you've got the track, you can make your own layouts out of it, because you've got some pretty decent bits in there. So yeah, I think bridges aren't the best idea. Yeah, they seem to work. They are in most of the sets, but I don't really like crossovers either, because they just cause damage and everything as well. So I'm just going to test the cars, and we'll see how it goes from there. And yeah. Fine. Okay, so we've got the cars set up and ready. We're just going to test them, and I'll talk about how they handle as they go around. I have done a test drive on an Aston Martin as well, so if you want a better test drive video, you can look for that one. And one thing you should watch out for is cars that come in sets have yellow headlights, whereas single cars tend to come with white ones. So So if you buy a set car and you've got, say you buy like the Aston Martin here, or if you bought one of the Lotus Evoras, there has to be a detailed one, it has to be one with lights, yeah, and you've got the single car as well, you bought the single one, look at the headlights, look at the one that comes on its own, and then look at the one that comes in the set, they have different coloured headlights. So, Aston Martins are pretty challenging cars to drive, see, like, and obviously these ones are going to be quite difficult because they haven't had the tyres sanded on them and they seem to struggle on the bridges at the moment. But I've always liked the Aston Martins because they seem to always have that extra edge of fun to them because they've never really been a fantastic car in my opinion. They've never really been the best gripping or the best at top speed, but they've always been quite fun to drive. And I think, unfortunately, the second core, it's either that or the controller is broken because I've tried both controllers. Yeah, it's the second thing is unfortunately broken. Oh, it might be because of that actually. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Basically, what it was is if you got the 16-volt symbol on the top of your power pack, if it's switched to number 2, you need 2 of the power packs in. If you have only one, then you switch it to the single 16-volt so it will work. So the Dodge Viper has always been a good car, I've always enjoyed it. It's another inline drive car. Both cars are 18,000 revs, so that's standard. But yeah, Dodge Vipers are definitely the better car out of the two in the set. This one handles actually really well. And Dodge Viper is actually one of the cars that, if it's noisy, it's actually better. And it didn't really make a noise, it didn't really do a lot of it. Most Dodge Vipers we've had have always made a bit of noise and have always been a bit rattly, but that's just part of their character. And it's a shame that Dodge Viper has been discontinued for some time now, but what we'd really like is the new Dodge Viper, that'd be quite good, the STR10, so that would be interesting to see if they do that. But as a whole, I think the set would have been about £150, brand new, and I think it's definitely, you know, the cars you get are pretty nice and pretty decent. You've got the Aston Martin, which is a good British car everyone loves, and you've got the Dodge Viper, which is actually a pretty decent car on pen and paper, and the track you get is a nice decent layout, and yeah, it's a pretty nice, pretty good little set, and I would suggest if you see one cheap, I'd suggest get it, because you can easily, if you know what you're doing, you can easily fix the cars up. Even not for the cars really, I mean, you buy it for the track, you'll have a decent amount of track, and you can add more to your track as well, which is, you know, which all helps in the end. So that's the review. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the 250 subscriber special as well. It's very important that you do go and see that one, watch that one, and like it and comment on it as well. And to get it, basically it's for you guys really, to get you more reviews, more in-depth reviews as well, if you know, more of the range reviewed as well, and I need your help for that one. So if you can just watch that one and, you know, watch the entire video, plus as a thank you for you guys out there, and also if you do end up commenting on it, you'll get a shout out at the end of the month. So yeah, thanks for watching and keep watching the videos.